Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 68 is on your screen. Watching the best sports show out, Highly Opinionated. I'm your co-host, Josh. Ladies and gentlemen, the best co-host in the game. What's up, Tim? How you doing, my brother?
What's good, man? Ain't no complaints over here, man. Just ready to dive into football this week.
We had a great week of NFL Divisional football. We'll break down later on in the show. We at that time was NFL Conference Championship times. We down to the Final Four in the NFL, Tim. How about that, brother? How about it?
Nah, for sure, man. Should be good games coming up, man.
Absolutely. Definitely should be some great games coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, the most important person here on Highly Opinionated. The guy that makes us look good with no makeup. You see him right there at the bottom of your screen. What's up, Ross? How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How you feeling, Josh?
I am good, man. Glad everything is good with you. Hope all is well with you and everything.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay warm out here. It's pretty cold, but other than that, there's a lot of good football. Football's gonna be over before we know it, so I'm definitely just trying to take the last couple of weeks in and enjoy them.
Yes, absolutely. Let's cherish this. It's been a great football season, college and pro. Let's cherish this last remaining weeks of football. August was here. Now we're getting close to February, so football season will fly by just like that. So definitely looking forward to watching these playoff games and championship games unveil and unwrap. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching episode 67 of Highly Opinionated. Appreciate you guys.
Not to cut you off, man. Ross said something that just gave me an idea, man. Once we get the subscriber 150, man, I got a free hoodie for subscriber 150, man. Due to the weather and all them things, man, I got a little promotion. Free hoodie for the 150th subscriber.
Just to be clear, that's a Wolves of War hoodie.
Yes, sir. My brand, of course. Yeah. So free hoodie for you. You know what I'm saying? Free hoodie for you. You know what I'm saying? Keep you warm during this cold weather, man.
Just
and be on the lookout for the next drop, man. Coming soon, man.
Yeah, just know I'm clipping this, so they're gonna hold you to it as they always do.
That's a fact. Hey, I'm sorry. Right now, I only got up to 2X, right? So if you're bigger than the 2X, it's going to take me a little longer. You know what I'm saying? I got to go in the lab and make that. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get it to you regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting y'all know. Might be a delay. If you don't get it right away, you know what I'm saying? I got you. I ain't going to forget about you.
No, I got you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're proud to have Wolves of War as a sponsor here on Highly Opinionated. Tim does an amazing job with the clothing line. We try to shoot the clothing line out as much as we can. So you heard it from the boss's mouth himself. 150 subscriber here, Highly Opinionated. You get a free hoodie from Tim. And I'm sure Tim will come on and show you what the hoodie looks like so you guys can see what that looks like. Hopefully, Tim, we can make that happen next episode.
Definitely.
We can definitely have that. Or maybe when we take our break in this episode, we can have you show it up later on in this episode. So we'll figure it out. But brother, I'm proud to have you as a sponsor, man. Keep doing great things at Wolves of War, and we look forward to that latest drop that you had. So we appreciate you guys for watching last week's episode 67. We're glad that you watched episode 68. We appreciate all the love and support. You guys mean everything to us. Without your love, without your appreciation, without your love and support, Highly Opinionated wouldn't be anything. So thank you guys for everything. Tim, before we get started with episode 68, Ross, let them know where they can follow us on our social medias.
Yes, sir. Y'all can follow us on Instagram at Highly Opinionated __. Follow us on TikTok at Highly Opinionated _SS. And follow us on Twitter or X at Highly O _SS. And of course, y'all already on YouTube, so make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment.
Again, you guys' engagements mean everything to us. We greatly appreciate it and greatly appreciate you guys' support. So keep it coming. Again, this is the place for you if you love sports. Highly Opinionated, where sports meets opinion. Tim, my brother, ready to get episode 68 started?
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to recap the College Football Playoff National Championship that was presented by AT&T. The Indiana Hoosiers defeated the Miami Hurricanes 27-21. Miami was led by quarterback Carson Beck. He was 19 to 32, 232 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running back Mark Fletcher Jr., 17 carries, 112 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Malachi Tony, 10 catches, 122 yards, 1 touchdown. Indiana was led by quarterback Fernando Mendoza, 16 to 27, 186 yards. He also had a touchdown run, 7 carries, -8 yards, and 1 touchdown. Obviously, people in college football, they count sacks as minus rushing yards. Keelan Black, 17 carries, 79 yards. Roman Hemby, 19 carries, 60 yards. Omari Cooper Jr., 5 catches, 71 yards. Obviously, you guys can see I'm riding solo on this segment. So I'll start off with my great co-host, Tim, his thoughts on the game. Neither quarterback played extremely well, but Fernando Mendoza made plays. When it was time to make plays, Carson Beck did not make those plays. Tim also said he would be very leery of taking Fernando Mendoza with the #1 pick. He doesn't think he'll have the same impact in college that people are projecting him to have in the NFL. Going from Indiana, turning Indiana around is a lot different than turning the Las Vegas Raiders around. Mark Fletcher, Tim said, Mark Fletcher Jr., the running back, he played well. He needed more from Carson Beck. And the Miami passing game was non-existent for most part of the night. Tim finally said, congratulations to Indiana on a 16-0 season. Go Hoosiers. My thoughts on the national championship, I'm kind of locked in step with Tim. I thought Miami struggled in the first half. They didn't score in the first half. It was 10-0 going in. It was 10-0 at halftime. Miami started. I thought Miami got away a little bit from running the ball in the first half from Mark Fletcher. I love Mark Fletcher Jr. I'm glad he's coming back to Miami next season. If you watch the game, you know a story about his dad. You can't do nothing but like Mark Fletcher Jr. You just can't, in my opinion. So shout out to him. But again, Miami got down 10-0 at the half, going into halftime. And I thought that Fernando Mendoza, there were 3 big plays in the game. Two of the plays you guys are going to see. Let's start off with the block punt.
Blocked! Indiana blocks the punt and falls on it for a touchdown! Isaiah Jones on the recovery.
You guys see the block punt here. So the block punt, Miami had came down and scored, and that block punt made it. So Miami had came down the third quarter and scored, so it was 7-10. And that block punt took the lead from 7-10 to 17-10. And I felt like that block punt was a momentum swing because Miami had the momentum in the third quarter. Miami had the momentum majority of the second half, but Indiana made key plays and key moments. Whether it was back shoulder plays on third down with Charlie Becker, number 80 for Indiana. Whether it was bad penalties by Miami. Miami was a heavy penalized team all season. Some of those penalties came to bite them. They got away with it, but they still came to bite them. In the first half, Miami kept an Indiana drive alive with penalties. You can't do that in big championship games. And the last play that most people will remember of this game, here is Miami's last attempt to try to win the game.
Brown is the back. Beck steps up, delivers downfield, intercepted! Jamari Sharp makes the pick that will clinch Indiana's first national championship.
As you guys see, Carson Beck was picked off. That was a cover 2. I love the corner. I love Richard Sherman breaking the play down. In cover 2, if there is no flat, you sink. You stay vertical with your man. There is no. If you guys saw the play, there was no one. There was only Marion was the only receiver on that side. The safety had the backside. The corner, most corners, if there was a receiver there, the receiver will occupy the corner. So now it's 1-on-1 between the receiver and the safety. But since there was nobody else on that side, the corner could sink back. By the corner sinking back, the corner intercepted the ball and basically sealed the national championship. I was wrong. I thought there would not be an undefeated national champion. There is. Congratulations to Kirk Cignetti. Congratulations to Fernando Mendoza. Congratulations to the University of Indiana. I never thought I would say they would win a national championship in college football. But it is here. It is time. And 3 quick things before we end this segment. 1, Kirk Cignetti has put every coach on the clock. Every coach. You can win in this era at Indiana. So other coaches that get shine and credit, Last season, Bill Belichick got hired at North Carolina. Okay. They're going to be looking at you now like, what are you doing? When Kurt Cignetti's first year at Indiana was last season, they went 10-2. Deion Sanders got all the credit. Kurt Cignetti's first year was Deion Sanders' second year at Colorado, excuse me. But Deion Sanders was getting all the publicity and stuff like that. Kurt Cignetti is shown, man. You come in, you put your hard hat on, you build a team, a camaraderie, an effort around everyone, and you select the right guys in the portal, anything is possible. So congratulations to the Hoosiers on winning their national championship. Well earned, well deserved. The Big Ten has 3 straight national championships now. I'm an SEC guy, but I can't lie and tell you, what? I won't tell you no lies. The Big Ten is the best conference in college football. They won 3 straight national championships: Michigan, Ohio State, and now Indiana. And if you look at next year, keep your eyes out on the Oregon Ducks. Dante Moore coming back. Majority of that team is coming back. Keep your eye out on the Oregon Ducks. That wraps up Highly Opinionated coverage of the 2025 college football season. Excuse me. Can't wait for the 2026 season to start in August. You're watching Highly Opinionated. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is sponsored by Wolves of War. In some of the episodes, you can see my co-host and Ross wearing a brand called Wolves of War. Wolves of War is our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so thankful to have those guys sponsoring Highly Opinionated. Thank you very much. The actual meaning of Wolves of War is that it represents having a strong path behind you through the battles of life. With the right people behind you, you can get through anything. You guys see the link for Wolves of War? Make sure you guys click on the link, shop, great apparels, t-shirts, sweatsuits, whatever you want, they have. Once again, Wolves of War. Make sure you guys go shop.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you see, we got a special guest on the show today. My guy, Coach B. Glad to have you here. Give a round of applause to Coach B.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity.
No problem at all, man. I've been trying to get you on here for a minute, so I'm glad time finally worked out for us. And glad to have you on the show for real.
Yes, sir.
But for all those that don't know, what you got going on in the world of sports right now?
I'm the president right now of a youth football program in West Baltimore, the Liberty Chargers, ages 4 through 14. We got free registration for those who watching. We come bring y'all kids, come get y'all kids developed. We into development. We leading with love. We just try and get the kids a different opportunity than normal. That's all.
That's what's up. Definitely proud of you, bro. Man, what made you start the organization from ground up yourself?
Just noticing what I could do for my own team last year, being a first-time head coach. Being who I am, I felt selfish only doing it for my group of kids. I wanted to do it for a whole organization. So instead of trying to force my way into other people's picture, I just made my own picture. That's all.
Like that. Definitely like to hear that. So this still y'all first year, of course. What league are y'all going to be playing in?
We're going to be in the MMU CYAC merger league. It's going to be a nice league between Baltimore and DC.
Okay.
A lot of good competition.
When the official season starts? I know y'all got some things going on right
now. End of August, early September.
Okay. Are you still looking for any coaches, or y'all all set?
Yes, no, we're actually looking for a few coaches to help spearhead our 13 and 14U. Our high school prep program is very, very important. Like, that's very important for these young men. And we're looking for a few more coaches to help guide them young men in the right way and use their resources to help lead these kids in the right direction.
Definitely. I might reach out to you. I might have some time and shit. But Liberty Chargers. What made you come up with Liberty Chargers?
Well, actually, back in the day, they was the Lions, and their colors was already the blue color. And around the rec, the school is the Liberty Lions, and their colors is blue and yellow. They didn't want to keep the same name from the school to the community. So as I just was going through it and seeing what fits, it was a few other names I was looking at, but that LC looked it good, and the Chargers just It fit what I got going right now. We charged up. It just fit.
All right.
It fit. Like we charged up. Like it's on. We charged. It just fit. It makes sense.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I know you got the football thing going, but I also know you got something else going on. You got another business. You can shout that out one out as well right now for real.
Anybody in the local area need transportation for their kids to and from school? The man with the van transportations, Monday through Friday. I'm out here. The best prices too. I promise you that.
Definitely. Hey, people with kids lock in with my guy, man. Get them there safe and sound. Positive energy, positive role model, man. Definitely love what you're doing for the community, and definitely, I'm gonna pop out and support. Even if I don't, coach, I'm definitely gonna pop out for sure.
Appreciate it.
But man, I know you're a football guy, football fan. How you feel about the playoffs so far?
Man, I'm a Ravens and a 49ers fan, so I'm on the couch.
Oh.
I'm smacked. AFC, NFC. I'm in Cancun. It's looking good though. The Seahawks is like they back. That defense is sheesh. But you can say the same about the Broncos, but they ain't got no quarterback randomly. So it's like,
right.
I don't know how they Jared Stedham, but he got a Super Bowl. So it's like, Jared Stedham a Super Bowl quarterback. So it's really like, has he watched enough to learn how to get to a good game? I don't know.
What you think? I think Sean Payton, for real though, I think he gonna scheme. Of course, he gonna scheme on stuff that he like, but I think they're gonna be run heavy. And then hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have to set him up like that. But I think it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough.
We'll get to looking up and Donald will get the throwing 4 or 5 touchdowns on you. That
No, you ain't gonna lie. It's a tough situation, man.
The Seahawks tough to go in with no quarterback, and they already flying.
No, definitely. Who?
The AFC. Oh man, Drake May probably got it. The Patriots got it. Yeah. Stephon Diggs for Man of the Year, man. That's Man of the Year, man.
Oh man. So what do you think the best game of last weekend was?
Caleb Williams.
Caleb
and them. He did what Caleb do, but that boy do what he do. So it's like it's a give or take. It's like and he's acting out like that. I'd have went for 2. Fuck it. We just gonna go hard and go home.
Yeah, that's what everybody been questioning that. Should they win?
I wouldn't have took that, man. Knowing what he just did and knowing him, he like you can get them or you can get the pick. So it's like I wouldn't even give him another. I'll give you one more play. Let's get one more play, yo. Let's get this shit done.
Hey, how you feel about that Bills Denver game? Like what was the thoughts watching that?
Do we put it on Josh Allen or do we put it on the fact that his supporting cast wasn't really no, because Tom Brady did it. Fuck it. It's Josh. I'm sorry. Excuse my language.
No, you good.
It's Josh fault. He was supposed to go win that.
Yeah, I think he get most of the blame. But it's like, yo, he still put up 30 too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's probably his worst game we seen him play.
He needed 31.
Yeah.
He felt like it come down to it. Like, as many a time, it's been plenty of times Tom Brady just got it done.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like, when do you get it done?
Right. Nah, yeah.
And ain't like he ain't had a chance. He could have got him. He could have put him away.
Yeah, nah. He missed. I think it's two throws in that game. He would like to have back.
Yeah.
Of course, the one that Cooks, I felt like he should have threw the ball earlier because he was beat. But Cooks probably could have fought for the ball a little bit more.
Cooks could have helped him a little bit.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, he got to throw that early. And then I don't know if you remember that pass on the sideline that he threw low, the Hardman. He kind of reached low.
And it came out the back of his leg?
Yeah. That I know
Yeah.
he was wide open. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
those are the type of plays you got hitting or something like that, man.
When it
What's
get tough though, I don't know. He tightened up.
yeah, it did look like
He might be the. I don't know. He gonna have to. He might get his late. He might tap into that like how what's the old head from L.A. Rams
Oh, Stafford,
Matt Stafford. Like how he tapping in now. He the older guy now, and now you feel me. He hot. He might got wait. He might got lose 8 times. Like maybe this eighth loss might hurt.
right.
Maybe 9, yeah, 9, 10, and 11 is his. You know, like Peyton ain't win his first few.
Yeah, no, you right about that.
Peyton only walked away with 2.
Yeah,
Aaron
no,
only walked away with 1. Drew only walked away with 1.
yeah. No, it's definitely tough to win for sure.
So it's like I don't know how big his window gonna be.
That's the question. Now that's the real question, like, because you know the windows don't last too long, so it's like,
He might gotta get out of there. I ain't gonna lie. It might gotta be like a Josh Allen for Kyler Murray type of thing.
You think he can win over there though?
With
Like,
receivers.
I mean, you got Harrison, Michael Wilson. What is Michael Wilson or Michael Williams or something like that?
Man,
McBride. I do like them 3.
they could be cool. I'm just saying. I'm just giving them another
Yeah,
look.
look, yeah, no, for
I'm
sure.
just thinking of another quarterback that need a different. Kyler ain't sorry. Kyler need a new situation.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So it's like I was just thinking of a new situation. But Kyler going to the cold might not work for him. Buffalo need a white boy from Wyoming.
Right. You said them conditions.
Yeah,
Right.
they need a nigga who can play in them conditions. Kyler might get out that bitch and fold.
Yeah. So
Kyler might gotta go to Miami or something.
that would be a bad, new coach, you know what I'm saying, new everything.
Yeah, Kyler might gotta go to Miami.
That wouldn't be a bad look for real.
You gotta think somebody gotta go with Andy Reid though.
Yeah.
Andy ain't ready to just sit around and be sorry. He ready to try to shake the room.
Yeah, he gonna definitely shake the room up with something.
Mahomes gone for a year. I can do something.
Yeah. Now that's an interesting play. What you think the Ravens need to do to improve for next year?
Sure. Fire a couple more coaches. Get it. I like that AJ Brown move they talking about. That's not bad. That AJ Zay tough, but Zay, you can tell Zay being our most mature receiver is our issue.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying.
We need, even if it ain't a vet, we need a mature receiver, somebody that can mature our quarterback, our receiver room, and help Lamar a little bit more. And we can use some real vets. You could tell that Lamar is the vet.
Gotcha.
Like you could tell we ran by some young niggas for real. Like the Ravens look like a team ran by some YNs.
Who
Real.
Who would you like to be the coach?
The skin complexion in me, I'm going Tomlin, Brian Flores, all black people. But nah, in real life, I like Flores. I wouldn't mind Mike McDaniels if we get the right staff around him.
Right.
You could tell he let Miami go. He probably was in the club with them, so it's like he kind of Baltimore. He might get ate alive if the right coaches ain't it. So like, this really ain't the right place for certain people, and you just like he might be too player friendly to be here.
Yeah,
but he wouldn't be bad for Lamar. So it's like if we take him, we gonna have to get some OGs around because he young.
Yeah, for sure.
So and then if we get Tomlin, we gonna have to get the right young coaches and hope he don't bring in a bunch of ancient YMCA niggas in here. So for real, it's like a double-edged sword.
Nah, facts. Nah, I definitely agree with that.
But this ain't the city for a young coaching staff. So it's like if we get Mike, he gotta get some old heads around him that's gonna take him to the right places and not the wrong ones and stuff like that. Because this city will consume you.
Right.
He'll end up looking like the few others.
No, I definitely agree.
Real.
What changes would you add on the defense?
Get rid of Roquan. We need a younger linebacker.
Okay.
That Roquan is a throwback linebacker. Like, he only trying to cut stuff the A gap for real. Like, he ain't even trying to stuff the C gap for real. He ain't trying to get out there and do too much.
Right.
Team open up on him, he a duck. Like, if your receiver could get Boogie, Roquan a liability.
Right.
So it's like, I get a line. Even if we don't get rid of him, get a line. We need another linebacker. We need a pass rush bad.
Would you attack the pass rush situation through free agency or through the draft?
Both. I go get. It depends on where we at in the draft and who we can get. Will we at 14? If we at 14 again, if we can get the right DN, I draft one. But I also want to go get a vet because we always did good with the Calais Campbells and.
All right.
You feel me? Them old school D linemen that come help bring that Ravens fire back. We ain't got no our linemen ain't Ravens linemen. They some new YNs for real. That's what I'm saying. They ain't what the Ravens linemen really consist of. They cute. We ain't do all that. We got snot nosed fat linemen out there.
So yeah, you say you'll pick up from where? The free agency?
The DN from the Raiders.
Max Crosby
For sure. He a Raven.
Nah, definitely. I would love to see some of them guys playing winning teams instead of playing on bad teams, getting stats. So that definitely will be a good pickup. So your Super Bowl prediction, who you got? Who you said out of AFC you got the Patriots coming out, and NFC you got
Seahawks.
Yeah.
That
should be a definitely interesting Super Bowl. Man, like I said in the beginning, man, definitely proud of you. Definitely going to support the Chargers. Anybody, like you said, free registration. And they got cheerleading too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they got cheerleading, man. Go link up with this guy, man. Good guy, man. I've known him for a minute now. Super proud of his success, man. How you keep going, no matter what's going on, man. And you ever need anything from me, you know you got my number. You can reach out.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for having me.
No problem at all, man. And once again, thanks, Coach B, for joining us today.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is sponsored by Wolves of War. In some of the episodes, you can see my co-host and Ross wearing a brand called Wolves of War. Wolves of War is our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so thankful to have those guys sponsoring Highly Opinionated. Thank you very much. The actual meaning of Wolves of War is that it represents having a strong path behind you through the battles of life. With the right people behind you, you can get through anything. You guys see the link for Wolves of War? Make sure you guys click on the link, shop, great apparels, t-shirts, sweatsuits, whatever you want, they have. Once again, Wolves of War. Make sure you guys go shop. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Highly Opinionated. Tim, it's time to recap NFL Divisional football round. Let's start off with the games in sequential order. Let's start off with the Denver Broncos defeating the Buffalo Bills 33-30 in overtime. Buffalo was led by quarterback Josh Allen, 25 of 39, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 3 times. James Cook, 24 carries, 117 yards. Josh Allen had 12 carries, 66 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 6 catches, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Denver was led by quarterback Bo Nix, 26 of 46, 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bo Nix added 29 yards on the ground, 12 carries. Marvin Mims Jr., 8 catches, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 4 catches, 53 yards, 13.3 yards average per catch. Tim, Your thoughts on the Denver Broncos advancing to the AFC Championship game where they will take on the New England Patriots at home this Sunday?
Man, first, man, this was the best game of the weekend.
Yes, it was.
Man, it was a dog fight, man. But man, one thing about football, man, turnovers are undefeated, man.
Yes, they
And
are.
this is from been watching for a while, man. This is Josh Allen's worst playoff game, in my opinion. Like, there's just too many turnovers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know Ravens fans want everybody to kill him this week. You know what I'm saying? Weekend, I've been saying that all over the place. Yes, you got to eliminate the turnovers. But with that being said, they still scored 30 points. Like, imagine, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he still played, I ain't gonna say well because of turnovers, you know what I'm saying? That ultimately lost him the game, but the boy still put his pants on and came to work, even with the turnovers, man. But shout out to the Broncos, man. I thought the Bills would win the game, but the Bills was just too sloppy, man. Like, some of them, the turnover for me that really hurt was that fumble before half, yo. Like, that was just bad, yo. Like, and it was like, I don't even know what he doing. Like,
I've been doing a show with you too long because I was going to show that play. So Ross, can you show that Josh Allen fumble before at the end of the half, please? Be great.
Timeouts. Tried to load it up. Better head to the sideline if he wants another play. Oh, lost the football.
That's why you never do that.
It is picked up by the Broncos, and there's time on the clock. It's picked up by Key, the first team all.
Like, bro, like, first of all, you broke the run, and why is the ball like this? Like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing but Broncos there. Like, it's like, once I seen it, I said, yo, this about to end bad because he never tucked the ball. He ain't, you know, he's not a big slide guy because he's 6'6", 250. So, you know, he ain't slide. But that's the one that really broke, you know what I'm saying? That's the one that hurt the most, in my opinion. I get the Cooks one. To me, the Cooks pass, if you watch that Cooks pass, he should have threw the ball earlier. He threw the ball too late. Cooks ain't no 50-50 jump ball catch receiver. That ain't him. You got to lead that throw. Like, a lot of these quarterbacks, when you watch them, like, they don't lead the receiver to go make go underneath and catch it. They throw it and they got to stop or do something. Like, if he lead Cooks, that's a touchdown. And I know Josh Allen killing himself. Yo, was 2 throws in that game. That Cooks throw, not that. I mean, that's another throw. My fault. 3 throws in that game. I know he won halfback. The Cooks throw is one of them.
Kincaid to end the game where he overthrew him with his hand up.
Oh,
he was about to get sacked on that play by the left tackle.
No, I agree because low key that was a hold. Low key,
bro. Let me say this. My bad thing. I told you this last week when you showed the play with Trent Witt, bro. They can call holding on every play. I'll give you another example. They held when Buffalo got the ball in overtime. They had got the ball in the end zone. They had to, basically got out the end zone.
Yeah.
They held in the end zone. Buffalo had held in the end zone. The referees didn't call. They held them right in the end zone.
You're right, but it's like the big ones you really can't. I get it. They hold every play, but you can't miss the big ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all. But no excuses. But that throw and the throw to Hardman and it was overtime on the sideline. No one's talking about that throw. Hardman wide open, bro. You throw it at his calf, like. Man, frustrating. I know the Bills fans frustrating. They fired the coach. I don't completely agree with that on that one, but shout out, man. Gotta give praise to the Broncos, man. They won the game. Unfortunately, Bo Nix got hurt. That's going to mess up this. It's ironically, it messes up a game versus the Patriots, though. It's just ironic. It's them that the game gets messed up again. It's just ironic.
I thought that old Patriots mystique. I thought, mystique. I thought that mystique was gone, but I guess you think it's still alive. I don't know. We'll have to see though. We'll have to see with that.
But my fault. Last point. Shout out to Broncos, man. That was a gritty win. That was a testy win for Bo Nix, man. Like, he really went back and forth with who I think the best quarterback in the league with, and he held his own. He ain't play a great game, but like. Sometimes in these playoff games, it's like situational stuff, right? Like, you might not have the cleanest game. Your passing rate might not be high, but it's like what you do in certain moments that dictate the game. And for that part, he handled business. So, man, shout out to the Broncos and Sean Payton.
I'm going to give you an example. What's the difference of Tom Brady and the main difference of Tom Brady as a quarterback and Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback? Situational football. That's the difference. They both talented. They both great. They both can play. They both have amazing gifts. One is more situational than the other. Watching their careers. Ladies and gentlemen, that play at the first half, we can talk about the Brandon Cooks play. I thought that play was right. I thought that was an interception. Brandon Cooks, to me, confirmed it was an interception. When he got up off the ground, he didn't show no emotion. Ladies and gentlemen, when you playing the game, you playing the sport, and you know you've been wrong, you're going to get up and throw something. Bobby Knight threw a chair across the free throw line. I done seen baseball managers walk out, kick dirt, throw a bat, throw a ball, whatever. Basketball coaches. I seen Steve Kerr lose his mind a couple weeks ago on the sideline because of a bad call. A bad call. He blew his mind. We ain't got to get started on players, whether it's Dennis Rodman, Draymond Green, or even lesser mile players. Shaquille O'Neal, NFL players. I've seen Tom Brady get into it with people. So if you were wrong, you're gonna be emotional. You're gonna get up. You're gonna express that you were wrong. For me, to heaviest wear the crown, you gotta take this. I am consistent. I said last week on the show when we talked about your Philadelphia Eagles, I said, bro, we can talk about the coordinator, but I gotta look at the head coach and I gotta look at the quarterback. Josh Allen is amazing, but Josh Allen giveth, Josh Allen take it away. That play at the end of the half, that was the game. I don't care about no other play because guess what? Going into the half would have been 17-10. Now it was 20-17. You gave them an extra 3 points. Tim, what they lose by? Tim? What they lose by, bro? Oh, they lost by 3, right? Oh, okay, cool. Bro, that was you can't hold the ball like a fucking loaf, like it's a fucking loaf, like it's a loaf of bread. That's unacceptable. Josh Allen, I think you're the best quarterback too. And I know a lot of Ravens fans want you to get criticized. Not even just Ravens fans, other people fans want you to get criticized. I'm going to criticize you. You cannot do that. You've been in the league too long. I give you, this is probably your because this first playoff game against the Texans, he was off. This is probably his second worst playoff game ever. And I've done this with every first quarterback in the playoffs. I give you a pass. Just like when we talk about Seattle, I'm not going to kill Sam Darnold. They didn't ask him to do too much. Their team dominated that game. So that was Sam Darnold's first playoff game. Let's not ask him to do too much. Let's run the ball. Let's play good defense. Let's play good special teams, and we can figure out the game. Josh Allen, you played in too many playoff games to be holding the ball like it's like careless, bro. You didn't play it in too many games. So Josh, this is partly on you and Sean McDermott. This is on you, brother, too. Hey Tim, how many points the Broncos scored? That's 33 down there, right? Go look at all the Buffalo playoff losses. They give up 30 in every playoff game. You a defensive head coach, right? What the hell you doing? So, do I agree with Sean McDermott getting fired? No. Do I understand why he got fired? Hell yeah. These owners, they watch these shows and they listen to people get on here and this is the easiest role for an AFC team ever. They should do this, they should do that. Nah. Football don't work like that. You got to have the right team, the right situation, the right coach, and get lucky in the right moment. Buffalo. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for the fans. One of my good friends over on the Sideline Junkie Podcast Network, Brian, fly guy Brian, shout out to him. He a Buffalo Bills fan. I texted him after the game, man. I felt so bad for him because I'm thinking, man, you both picked Buffalo. I would have much rather seen Buffalo take on the Patriots or the Texans than Denver take, and that's with Bo Nix. So without Bo Nix, it's like, okay, cool, I got you. So tough loss. Josh Allen, you got to be better, son. You are the best quarterback to me in the NFL. You can't be playing with your food. You can't be half-assed. Because guess what? When you're half-assed and you're playing with your food, somebody gonna eat your food. Somebody gonna eat your food. So come on, Josh Allen, you gotta be better. Sean McDermott, your next stop, you're a defensive coach. Stop giving up 30 points in every playoff game, man. You ain't gonna win like that. Every game you lose, you're giving up 30. Stop. Not going. That's unacceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move forward to the blowout of the weekend. Seattle Seahawks destroyed the San Francisco 49ers 41-6. Really, in essence, I usually read you guys stats of this game. There's no stat to read. So I'll just give you the thought process on the game. The first play of the game was the game. And you're like, first play of the game, it was a kickoff. I know. It was a 95-yard kickoff return by Rashid Shaheed. At that point, essentially, the game was over. Now, San Francisco had moments of trying to, get back in the game and make it a game in the first quarter. You had a They went for it on fourth down, got stopped. The option, they tried to do an option with Juszczyk, the Christian McCaffrey. I thought that was a bad play selection by Kyle Shanahan. Tunya's 88, he got stripped with the ball when they were driving down the field. It was 10-0 at that point. He got stripped. And San Francisco really just didn't have it going. Seattle was the more dominant team, the better team from start to finish. They played well. Defense played amazing. They ran the ball. Tough injury with Zach Charbonnet towards ACL. I feel like that'll come back into fruition for them in the NFC Championship game. But Seattle, dominant win. And I've been critical of this man. I didn't think they asked him to do too much, as I said when we talked about the Buffalo Bills. Congratulations to Sam Darnold getting his first ever playoff win. Congratulations, my brother. Now, one more thing before I let you go, Tim. Congratulations on your first playoff win. If you can win this next game, I think Sam Darnold was made man. Whether they win the Super Bowl or not, I think he a made man.
Man, I tried to warn y'all about this game, man. All I kept hearing is 49ers, Kyle Shanahan. But one thing I know about Shanahan, in these big games, he don't coach like that divisional round. Look at his divisional round record compared to the big game record. Ain't nothing the same. He win the first round game, but that second round, nah. And they was missing too much, bro. Like you ain't beating them.
Yeah, and missing people in the game. People went down during the game. So
you're not beating no Seattle at home with no what's the name? What's that receiver name? DeMarcus Robinson. He ain't beating them with no DeMarcus Robinson. Because they're gonna take CMC out the game like they did last time. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't beating them. Dominant performance by Seattle though, man. Like when you was praising the Texans defense, I was saying they was the best. I mean, I kind of agree to a certain, but I think Seattle like right there, like they fly around, they take the ball away, like they up there with them, man. So it's gonna be a tough out, man. That Rams Seattle game 3 gonna be something special, man. I think that's gonna be one of the classics for the books. And shout out McDonald, man. You know what I'm saying? Came over, just getting wins, doing it his way. Kenneth Walker, man, that run game been special lately. If y'all ain't noticed, I've been talking about Seattle run game all season. It started slow, but them last probably like 5, like coming into like week 14, it's been picking up. Kenneth Walker been looking good, man. So they're a real test, man. Shout out to Seahawks.
They definitely are a real test. Look forward to them. The Seattle Seahawks advance to the NFC Championship game, which will be this Sunday. They take on the LA Rams in the trilogy. It's so funny. Seattle's opponents in the NFC playoffs, all rematches. They play San Fran and they play the Rams in the NFC Conference Championship game. Should be a great conference championship game. Next game, we're going to recap. The New England Patriots advanced to the AFC Championship game. They will take on the Denver Broncos at Denver Sunday at 3 p.m. They defeated the Houston Texans 28-16. Houston Texans, led by quarterback C.J. Stroud, 20 of 47, 212 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. He was sacked 3 times. Woody Marks, 14 carries, 17 yards. Jaden Higgins, 6 catches, 59 yards. The Patriots was led by quarterback Drake May, 16 of 27, 179 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He was sacked 5 times. Ramondre Stevenson, 16 carries, 70 yards. Kayshon Boutte, I should say. 33 catches, 75 yards, 1 touchdown. Tim, your thoughts on New England advancing to the AFC Championship game?
Man, so this is another team. Everybody kept talking about the defense. I said, yeah, I know about the defense. But it's a kid on the other side that I ain't too sure about. He has been regressing since after his first year, and that's C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud probably had the worst performance I probably seen in a playoff game. Like that was pathetic. Like it was terrible. Like he wasn't reading the field well. The throws was, I know it was snow in the winter remix, but his throws ain't really had too much pop in it. Because Drake May played a hell of a game on the other end. Like ain't like he was out there doing much neither. So, and the defense had a lot of stops for him. But man, C.J. Stroud, man, that's why that was my whole disbelief in the Texans. The offense. And then without Nico Collins, it was like, yeah. Then Dalton Schultz got hurt first quarter, I think. It's like, it's going to be an uphill battle, man. Shout out to the Patriots, man. Even with the young quarterback, No one had them winning 13 games or whatever they won. Now they in the AFC Championship so quickly. Looked like a favorable matchup now since what's the name? Bo Nix hurt. Man. Shout out Patriots, man. Got the win at home. And yeah, man. D'Amico Ryans, man. Y'all gotta get it together in that second round, man. Y'all gotta figure that one out, man.
So this game had 8 turnovers, 5 interceptions thrown, three fumbles lost. Texans had 5 turnovers. The Patriots had 3. The Houston Texans have the best defense I've seen in the last 10 years. And the reason why they won't get credit for that is because the quarterback played one of the worst games literally you could probably play as a quarterback. Man, I had 4 interceptions in the first half. I was surprised. I get it. You don't want to do this. They would have had a better chance playing Davis Mills and winning the game. Keep it 100. Like I would have thought of that because he was just playing that bad. When you're in the playoff, you're in a 1-game situation. Like your season on the line, your life on the line, metaphorically speaking. And after like that 3rd interception, I would have started. It was after the second one, I'd be like, okay, maybe you ain't got it. The first play of the game, they ran a bootleg out. He missed the guy. The guy was somewhat wide open. He missed him. Cade Stover tore his ACL because C.J. Stroud threw the ball like 5 yards behind him. So he's trying to catch around and turn the ball. And he tore his ACL. C.J. Stroud, I feel bad for D'Amico Ryans. C.J. Stroud keep playing the way he playing, we'll get D'Amico Ryans fired. Like straight up. He gonna get him fired because this is like you like he's gung-ho to him. And the Texans have an elite defense. I understand Stingley got burned for a touchdown. That's going to happen. Demarcus Robinson burned Mitchell last week. Demarcus Robinson ain't the best player. That's going to happen. Receivers going to take advantage of corners in certain moments. You feel me? That's fine. The end of the day, that doesn't make the corner less of a guy. You know how I feel about Quayon Mitchell. You know how I feel about him. I think you know how I feel about Derek Stingley Jr. The Texans defense kept them in the game. Kept them in the game. They just need the offense to do something. Yes. The injury to the wide receiver. What's the wide receiver for Michigan? Nico Collins. He was hurt, and then tight end Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz got hurt in the game. Once you lost that weapon, they really couldn't run the ball with Woody Moss or Nick Chubb. Offensive line wasn't the best, but when CJ Stroud had time, he just was inaccurate. He was messing up. He was doing dumb stuff. And then listen, one of the interceptions, he had a bootleg, and the guy was right there in the face, and he just throws the ball up. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what in the hell? Like, come on, man. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, you're literally costing the defense. The defense they would turn the ball over, and the defense will hold the Patriots to nothing. The Patriots didn't score off of the Texans turnovers. They scored in their own volition on drive. Every time the Texans would turn the ball over, their defense will come out and get a stop. So I feel bad for Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter, man, listen, that pass rush is elite. Linebackers fly to the ball. Secondary, physical. Man, listen, the Texans should show up to Denver next week or Seattle and be like, man, with their defensive players should show up with their uniforms on saying, I'm ready to play. And I bet you all 4 of them teams would take that. Maybe you like Seattle, fine. I still think the Texans are a little better than them, but that's cool. Maybe take Seattle out. They better than the Rams defense. They better than the Patriots defense, and they better than the Broncos defense. The Broncos defense gave up 30 last week. That's supposed to be the shining bright light of their team. So the Texans, man, I feel sorry for them. CJ Stroud, man, you gotta get in the lab. You gotta get in the lab, brother, because you cost your team a chance to advance. That game was right there for the taking, and CJ Stroud couldn't take it. Ladies and gentlemen, the last game we're gonna recap. Tim, I was 0-3 this week. So far, I was 0-3 up until this Rams game. The Rams finally got me a win on the board. The Los Angeles Rams defeated the Chicago Bears 2017 in overtime in the second best game of the week, in my opinion. Matthew Stafford was 20 of 42, 258 yards. He was sacked 4 times. Kyron Williams, 21 carries, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Colby Parkinson, 3 catches, 56 yards. Chicago Bears was led by quarterback Caleb Williams, 23 of 42, 257 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. DeAndre Swift, 19 carries, 76 yards. Colston Loveland, 4 catches, 56 yards. I'll start us off on this recap. Let me just say this. we won't ever forget the play because the media is always going to show us the play. That Caleb Williams touchdown pass to Cole Kmet, that was 100% lucky, but 100% amazing as well. That was luck. You can't drift back 20 yards and just throw the ball like that normally and complete a touchdown. I thought Durant kind of gave up on the play, the secondary member, because he kind of like let him like easily push him off, and he didn't really fight through that. That was an amazing play. And then that moment, I'm like, damn, the Bears they really could beat the Rams. Then when the Rams got the ball in overtime, they started the ball. It was quick 3 and out. Quick. 1, 2, 3, 3 plays out. Bears driving. And then to me, Caleb Williams has to get better at the layups. He's a great, phenomenal talent. But he has to improve on the layups. Once he does that, then that'll show the ultimate growth. I think that'll come this offseason with Ben Johnson. Let me make a note of this. I want to say this now because when I said this about a team that I'm going to compare them to last year, it was later. You feel me? Towards the start of the season, and it's contract negotiations, all that. We take these off, and I say this. Ross, can I get my one shot? Appreciate you, brother. Chicago, don't overvalue your team. Y'all got flaws. Now, just because you made it to the divisional round, I know a team that made it to the NFC Conference Championship game last year. Thought they was 1 or 2 pieces away. They picking top 10 in the draft this year. Don't overvalue your team. You got some good offensive pieces. Y'all might want to trade DJ Moore, not just because of the interception at the end of the game, but just because of contract. Might want to put some of that money on the defensive side. Actually build your team up. You guys had a good draft last year. Try to have a good draft this year. Try to attack, get some pieces on defense. If you come back with the mentality that the Washington Commanders came with this season, you're going to be 5-12 in that division. Detroit going to be better. Green Bay should be better. And I think Minnesota going to be better. So you can't half-step and think like, oh, man, yeah, we good. We won the division. That don't mean nothing. That means absolutely nothing. Improve your team. Now, Caleb, again, you have to improve on the layups. I think that you'll do that. Chicago has to improve on the defense. I think they'll do that. Ben Johnson, you got to get with Caleb. Got to improve him on the layups. The last interception of the game where the Rams got the ball, I don't really blame. I mean, yeah, you're going to blame the quarterback, fine. You watch the play. DJ Moore should have flattened the route out. He didn't flatten the route out. Or I will give Caleb blame for this. If you watch that replay again, the guy that was cutting down the middle of the field, he could have took the shot to him. He could have kind of like threw the ball inside ways, so he could have ran under it. He didn't do that. So Caleb is not absolved in any blame. You get blamed. You're the quarterback. You threw the ball. But Chicago, please, do not overvalue your team. You will be 5-12 next year coming back with this same team. You're not going to feast on turnovers like y'all did this year. And Tim, let me give you a stat. The most important game of the year, the Rams had 0 penalties, 0 drop passes. So what you feast on to get here, good team's not going to do that. One more stat. I swear I'm done. The Patriots and the Texans had 8 turnovers in that game. And it was cold. It was cold, like Chicago, right? The Rams had 0 drop passes and 0 penalties in the game. Think about that for a second. They had 0 drop passes and 0 penalties in the game. Congratulations to the Rams on advancing to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, man, this game was closer than I expected. I feel like McVay and them should have ran the ball more watching it because they were successful in the run game. I felt like they kind of was forcing the throw too much early, in my opinion. Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying? They started blitzing a lot from the outside, and it was like we forcing too many throws, and Kyron Williams actually got going. But, man, I've been telling y'all all year, man, the Bears have been playing dangerous football, man, and just winning dangerous games. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to come back every week and win these games. It's hard to not turn the ball over, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to win when your quarterback missed the easy ones but make the splash plays. Like right now, that's what he is. Yo, he a splash player. He gonna miss. You know what I'm saying? He gonna miss a lot of easy stuff, but he gonna make the heroic play, and we gonna forget about the guy wide open in the flat that he, you know what I'm saying, overthrew that could have extended the drive. So you know what I'm saying. But they did more than a lot of people expected this year. So you know what I'm saying, it's nothing to really. I ain't gonna say, of course you don't want to lose, but you know what I'm saying. It was a successful season in that standpoint.
They overachieved.
Yeah. So they overachieved. So you know what I'm saying, successful season in that end. Rams, man, you know what I'm saying, got a good win. Figured out a way to win at the end. I thought they was a little too safe at the end of the fourth quarter when they gave Caleb and him the ball back. Three run plays with Matthew Stafford, the MVP. I ain't like that because it's like, All right, even though I ain't the biggest Caleb believer yet, like I've been watching the last 6 weeks. I know they come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want them to have the ball again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want them to get the ball back. Like, you know what I'm saying? From what I've been watching, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
I'd rather
you gotta kill them to get them out of there. Like, you basically like, here go the knife. Go ahead. You can stab me now. Like, bro, nah, you gotta kill these cats or bears, I should say.
Yeah, like what we doing? So yeah, man. But shout out to Rams, man. They got a good dub. It's gonna be an interesting third matchup, man. Shout out to Rams.
Listen, we'll pick the game a little bit later on in the show. I think this is the matchup that if it was a third team, I know you would want your Eagles in there, but I think these two have been the best teams in the NFC from the start of the season to where we are now. So It's only right. I tweeted this. It's only right that the NFC Championship game comes down to the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks, man. So it should be a great trilogy. Can't wait to watch. Congratulations, as I said before, congratulations to the LA Rams advancing to the NFC Championship game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. The best segment in sports. This week's edition of Let's Talk About It. I promise y'all will hear every word. We're not going to be screaming at each other like how we was last week. So you're going to hear every takeaway. I got you on that. As always, our takeaways NFL Divisional. Takeaways on the NFL season. Our takeaways during the season is about the NFL. Tim, as always, my brother, you go first. Your divisional round takeaways.
First, I know y'all ain't probably gonna like it too much because they ain't had to do nothing this week, but do nothing too much. But in Sam, I trust, baby. In Sam, I trust, man. Look, got a good game coming this week, man. I think he's gonna be able to expose the Rams secondary some more. Rams secondary did play good versus the Bears. I will give them that. But there's gonna be a different feeling in that Legion and 12th man. They're gonna be behind my boy. I think he have a good game. So that's my first one, man. Sam, I trust. My second one, man. I heard everybody talk, man. I feel like the Bills did miss an opportunity, but the window isn't closed yet. I did think, you know what I'm saying? I get no Mahomes, no Lamar. I get that. But like I still feel like they one of them like they tweetering, bro. Like I've never seen the team like it might just be I ain't gonna use the word curse, but like they tweetering like they always like one player. Like it's crazy watching their games. Like every time they lose, they be like, dang, yo, again. Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, yeah, but I feel like they get an offensive weapon, get a pass rusher, get another D tackle. Ed Oliver was out most of the year. I don't think they're gonna re-sign Bosa personally. Bosa, I don't know if y'all watch Bosa, but Bosa, he don't know what contain is. He dipping every time, bro. Like if I'm a coach, I'm running right outside of Bosa because Bosa
right outside every time on him.
Yeah, he dips in every play. Like he frustrates me watching him. But I think they tighten some things up. I think depending on the coach hire as well. I think they have you know what I'm saying. The window ain't closed yet, but they did miss an opportunity. I feel like last one, man. It must be turnover season this year, boy. I have never seen this many turnovers in the playoffs. Like each game, it's been like multiple games, 4 or 5 turnovers. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never seen as many turnovers in the game, man. And I think partly is because like I said this a couple weeks ago, like quarterback play as a whole is down, yo. Like just reading the field, getting off, like identifying the blitzes and stuff people don't really think about that make you a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I think we getting a lot of turnovers because like sometimes somebody not gonna get blocked on the edge because you know what I'm saying. The blitz is time right? So, but you gotta know where to throw the ball, hot read, things of that nature, man. But turnover season is upon us, man. I feel like the next 2 games might be turnover. The turnover is probably going to be decided fact in these next 2 games as well, man.
I love the ability that I have. Obviously, we're friends. I love the ability that I have where I can just call you or text you and just ask you like a football question and you'll break it down. Like you'll break it down. So even if I don't understand, I can't understand. It may sound like I'm dumb or something, but you break it down to me. I was thinking that about the turnovers part, and then hearing you saying it, like you're 1,000% right. Like in games that matter, you would think, like, let's say this is the football, this pen is the football. You would think the ball would be right here because it's the most important thing. It's more important. Like, I know this sounds crazy. The ball is more important than any person out there. Because if the ball, like, yeah, the person can do whatever. But if the ball doesn't get the way it needs to go, it's just people out there just in the cold, just playing football. You feel me? So I agree with you 1,000%. Great takeaways as always, my brother. Love doing the show with you, bro. Love it. For me, start off my divisional round takeaways. Start off with the most obvious one. Josh Allen, you got to be better. I give it, man. You gave a lot, but you took away a lot. And I got to be fair. Me and my brother got last week about Jalen Hurts. I get into it about other quarterbacks last year. I looked at Lamar. Remember when they blamed Mark Andrews at the end of the game? I said, bro, Lamar Jackson had a pass with Derrick Henry in the first quarter. He was butt naked open. He was a minus. He might have would have scored if you looked at the all 22. Or he had maybe one guy to beat. Derrick Henry can run that guy over. He might have would have scored. So I think quarterbacks get too much praise, but we live in this realm now where you get all the praise, bro. You gotta get some blame. Sean McDermott lost his job. I understand that, but Josh, the ball is not a loaf of bread, son. Like, bro, I like you. You got like you doing it for the namesake. So I like you, bro. Like, shout out Joshua Allen. That's his name. I like just for the namesake, bro. But come on, man. Like, nah, you gotta hold on. You gotta hold on to that pill, man. That's everything. So Josh Allen, I was very disappointed in you, and I still think, people gonna say Mahomes because he's a Super Bowl champion. I can understand that. I did that before the season started. I had Mahomes won him too. But just off talent, Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the league. So when you have those expectations, we need to see more. And at some point in time, bro, you are what you put out there. Now, when other quarterbacks lose in the playoffs, they said, well, should the Chargers trade Justin Herbert? Or should the Ravens trade Lamar Jackson? No, that's dumb. So they're not gonna do that with Josh Allen. I understand that. Josh, don't put yourself in these type of situations. If you lost 36-33 and you had 4 touchdowns and 1 interception, it would be a lot easier. You had 4 turnovers, brother. 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Got to be better, man, with the money on the line. Got to be better. My second takeaway, C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud played like ass. Like, straight up, ain't no other way around it. I picked these guys. He played like straight ass. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, D'Amico, like, bro, you sitting out there in the cold, sir. Sir, I know you was cold. I was cold watching the TV. I was cold in my house watching TV while you was outside. Come on, bro, you gotta be better. Like, hell no. CJ Stroud gonna cost that man his damn job. Black on black crime, Tim. They hate it, don't we? Hate that, man. Black on black crime. Like, goddamn, brother, come on, man. Damn. Like, what you doing? You gonna play that bad? And then talk about, yeah, man, I've been playing careless, bro. You played careless last Monday night. You thought that shit was gonna work this week, bro? Yeah, let me tell you something. Hey, CJ, let me tell you something. It's not the Pittsburgh Steelers, okay? They ain't got no 42-year-old quarterback or whatever. Cap, go ahead. Hey, Ross, play that cap again, cause that's our. They don't have that. They have a real. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. They got a real team. Drake May is his second year. He went behind his. Still got Similac on his back. He don't know what's going on, man. Aaron Rodgers is a seasoned veteran. You feel me? Aaron Rodgers come to the club at 12. Aaron Rodgers come to the club at 11:45 because he's trying to beat that 12 o'clock cover charge. Young people coming to the club at 7, 8 o'clock because they want to be seen. Come on, bro. CJ Stroud, you got to be better. You play like straight garbage ass. Ass, man. Come on, man. You going to get D'Amico Ryans fired. D'Amico, don't go down with that shit. The Texans need to be looking for a quarterback. Bro, if I'm the Texans, I'm drafting a quarterback this year in the third, fourth round. And I'm going to give him a little. We're going to see what they do in preseason, training camp preseason. And then after that, I'm going to pick up CJ 50-year option. I ain't telling nobody, bro, your ass on the clock. Because you ain't going to get me fired. You ain't going to get me fired at all. Hell no. My next takeaway, Seattle was very good. But they're extremely hard if you turn the ball over and you give up. If you allow their special teams to be special, their defense is already special. Sam Darnold, they didn't ask Sam Darnold to do too much. I get you, Sam. I trust. I give you that. And they can run the ball on you. Seattle's going to win every game. You can't give them that type of momentum in Seattle. It's you're being down 10-0 felt like being down 50-0. Like, you're not going to win that game just because of crowd noise, the team playing well, the team rallying. Shout out to their special teams coach. The Hardballs haven't been good this year. John got fired from Baltimore. Congratulations, John, on your new job with the New York Giants. Jim had I wouldn't even say Jim had a disappointing season with the Chargers because of the injuries, but I want to give a shout out to Jay Harbaugh, the special team coach for the Seattle Seahawks. Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for that name. That will be a name that you guys will be hearing in coaching carousels in the next couple of years. One more thing on Jay Harbaugh. John Harbaugh, Tim, how did he get his start? He was a special teams coach, right?
Yep.
So I'm definitely shout out to Jay Harbaugh. Shout out to Seattle, man. You got to play Seattle tough. You can't half-ass against Seattle. They'll beat you. My last takeaway, Caleb Williams, special talent. I said this during the break, during we was breaking down the game. Got to work on your flaws. Reading coverage, making layups. That's what you need to work on this year. Chicago, again, like I said, don't half step. You got to improve your team. You can't think you're not starting next year in the NFC Divisional round. You start out with everybody else 0. Chicago start the same thing that the New York Jets start 0-0-0-0. You got to work your way back up. Ask the Detroit Lions. It ain't easy to consistently work your way up year after year after year. Ask the Commanders, who a lot of people compare the Chicago Bears team to the Washington Commanders. You got to work your way up, man. Like you're starting off at 0-0. Improve your team. Draft well, free agency well, trade well, whatever you got to do it right. You feel me? I think Chicago, if they do that, they could be a factor next year in the playoffs, NFC, and in the playoff factor in general. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Highly Opinionated. We will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Highly Opinionated is sponsored by Wolves of War. In some of the episodes, you can see my co-host and Ross wearing a brand called Wolves of War. Wolves of War is our first sponsor, ladies and gentlemen, and we are so thankful to have those guys sponsoring Highly Opinionated. Thank you very much. The actual meaning of Wolves of War is that it represents having a strong path behind you through the battles of life. With the right people behind you, you can get through anything. You guys see the link for Wolves of War? Make sure you guys click on the link, shop, great apparels, t-shirts, sweatsuits, whatever you want, they have. Once again, Wolves of War. Make sure you guys go shop. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 68, Best Sports Show, Highly Opinionated. Tim, it is time to pick the NFL Conference Championship games and who advances to Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. Let's start off with the New England Patriots. They travel to Denver to take on the Denver Broncos. This game is Sunday at 3 o'clock on CBS. Jim Nash, Tony Romo, Tracy Wilson, and my guy, Evan Washburn, will be on the call for CBS. This is CBS' last game of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, before we pick this game, I want to show you the terrible, tragic injury to Bo Nix.
And this time rolling left and going to try to keep it. And he's dropped back to the 38 by Bishop, Tony.
There was a lot there. I thought they were going to be further down the field.
So that is the play. Bo Nix got injured. He's having surgery on Tuesday of this week, Tuesday, January the 20th. So prayers to Bo. Bo, we wish he was playing. However, Denver is led by quarterback Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham was formerly drafted by the Patriots. He has college experience playing at Auburn and Baylor. So, Tim, two-part question. You think Jarrett Stidham can come in and give the Broncos some momentum, help them find a way to win this game? Who wins the AFC Championship game? The New England Patriots or the Denver Broncos?
So if I'm Sean Payton, right, I'm looking for Stidham's like what he likes to throw, what he's comfortable with in the playbook. But I think the biggest thing is for them is going to be throwing the ball on first down. They cannot get behind the sticks. Like if they get behind the sticks, it's going to be too predictable for the Patriots defense. And I think it can get ugly from there. So I think they should throw the ball on first down. And if they ain't throwing the ball on first down, they offensive line better be run blocking great so they get positive gains on first down ways though they ahead of the stick game. But with that being said, man, I just don't see the Patriots losing to Stidham, man. I just like it. I seen somebody try to compare it to the Nick Foles thing. The only thing difference is Nick Foles finished out the season, then he played the playoffs, so he played the last 3-4 games of the season.
He had time to mess up. Jarrett Stidham ain't got time to mess up. You can't mess up in this game.
Yeah, this is a one and done scenario, so it's a little bit way different. So I'm going Patriots, man. I think Vrabel, man, they crazy turnaround, man. This was a crazy turnaround. Shout out to Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots.
You know, I think the Patriots. Great. First of all, let me stop with this. I think it's a great turnaround with Mike Vrabel. I think he's shown that he's very good to an elite coach, whatever you want to rank him at. Obviously, I feel like elite would be Super Bowl winner, but he's a very good coach. He hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. Went to the AFC Championship game with the Titans. I think Jared Stidham is going to play relatively well because he has a good offensive coach in Sean Payton. Hopefully, they could get J.K. Dobbins back for this game so they can run the ball a little bit. I agree with you 1,000%. First down is the most important down when Denver has the ball. If it's if they can live in 2nd and 5, they can win the game. If they 2nd and 9, between 2nd and anything over that is trouble. So I think Jared Stidham will play well. I'm going to take the Patriots. I think Jared Stidham does play well. The reason why I'm taking the Patriots, I didn't like what I saw at home from the Denver defense last week against Buffalo. I get it's Josh Allen, but they still had some leaky flaws. That defense, you could tell that defense was rusty. So maybe the defense can come out this week and be able to be a little bit more inspiring. Maybe they can hunt like how the Texans defense hunted the Patriots defense. But I don't think the Broncos have the personnel that the Texans have. So for me, I think I'm riding with you. I'm going to take the Patriots. I think the Patriots advance to Super Bowl 60. We both like the Patriots. Again, this game is Sunday at 3 o'clock on CBS. Should be a great AFC Championship game. The next game that we're going to preview, the second game of the weekend, the trilogy. LA Rams travel to Seattle to take on the Seattle Seahawks. This game is Sunday at 6:30 on Fox. Kevin Burkhardt, Tom Brady, Aaron Andrews, Tom Rinaldi. This is Fox's last NFL game of the season. So enjoy that. NBC will have the Super Bowl for everyone to see. So this is Fox and CBS last game of the season. Divisional round was ESPN/ABC's last game of the season, and the wild card was Amazon's last game of the season. So football wrapping up. Network TV football is wrapping up, so that means football on TV is wrapping up. Networks wrapping up and moving on to the next season. Picking this game between the Rams and Seattle, I think both teams come in knowing each other. Both teams know each other well. Both teams won on their home field. Seattle won by 36-35 in Seattle, late regular season game, and the Rams won 21-19 in the regular season game in Los Angeles. For me, as I did picking this game, and they got destroyed. So maybe my logic doesn't work, but I'm going to keep the same logic as I said for San Francisco when Seattle. I'm taking the better coach and the better quarterback. I think Sean McVay is the better coach. I think Matthew Stafford is the better quarterback. I think this game, I said last week, the game will come down to a turnover. Seattle played mistake-free. I think this NFC Championship game will come down to a turnover because both teams know each other well. So I think your Super Bowl 60 matchup will be the New England Patriots and the LA Rams. I'm taking the Rams to go on the road and beat Seattle.
Yeah, I think a lot of people going to take the Rams just for them two reasons you stated. But what's one of the Rams' weaknesses?
Secondary.
Other than secondary, what, the special teams?
Yes.
Seattle got a good special team, so I wouldn't be shocked if the game changes on the special team play, i.e. the Shaheed running the line. He don't even have to run it back, but change the game with field position because this is going to be a gritty game. I know people think it's going to be high scoring like the second one because the first one wasn't as high scoring. I think we're going to get like a medium. You know what I'm saying?
Medium,
not
yeah.
as high scoring, but not low scoring like the first one. So it's going to be somewhere in between. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks just because I think so they at home. So I feel like the defense going to be the difference, make a defense. And like I said, Kenneth Walker been getting the running game going, so I think that's going to open up that play action to a Jigba and Cooper Kupp look like he woken up lately. So I'm gonna go Seahawks to get the win at the home.
You like Seattle? Nothing wrong with that. It should be a great NFC Championship game. As I said before, these two teams have been the best teams in the NFC all season long. It's only right that these teams decide the NFC and who goes on to Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. My last thing on let me actually, last thing on this game. My bad. Wanted to give the point spread. I didn't do the point spreads for either game. That's my bad. My fault, ladies and gentlemen. So the Denver and the New England, that Denver game, New England's favored by 5.5. The over-under is 41.5. LA and Seattle. Seattle's actually favored by 2.5, and the over-under is 47. So Seattle's actually favored. So the Rams come in the game as the underdog. Should be again, I think this Rams Seahawks game is, man, you should be, ladies and gentlemen, you should be sitting in front of your TV around like 6:15, 6:20. Just make sure you got the perfect seat, got what you need, your food, your drink, whatever you do, whatever else you do, and watch this game. That's gonna be I feel like this game could be the best game of the playoffs that we've seen so far. We've seen some nail biters in the playoffs so far, so can't wait for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the show like we always do, speaking on college basketball. As you guys see on the screen, college basketball schedule. We got games Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The team I'm looking at, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see them play on Tuesday, the number 25 team in the country, Miami of Ohio. Tim, did you know Miami of Ohio is undefeated? They have not lost a game. The Miami of Ohio is undefeated. Nebraska is undefeated as well. They have not lost a game. Ranked number 25 in the Mid-American Conference, or MAC, I should say. Yeah, MAC, in the MAC Conference. So I think Miami of Ohio is 7-0 in conference. They just came off a tough game over the weekend. They played Buffalo, defeated Buffalo 105-102. So I think Miami, man. Only thing they don't have, they're a mid-major team. Only thing they don't have to me is size. They're led by 3 guards. Byers, he averages 16. Shooter averages 13. Evan. Let me make sure I'm saying his name right. Evan Ipazar. I guess that's his name. If I'm butchering your name, Evan, I'm sorry. He's a junior in college. He averages damn near 14 points a game. So Miami of Ohio is not going to win the national championship, but I feel like we should college basketball should do a good job of spotlighting teams who are somewhat overachieving. Miami of Ohio is overachieving Nebraska. Nebraska's led by former Chicago Bulls head coach Fred Hoiberg. You feel me? So he's finally trying to turn that program around. So shout out to Miami of Ohio. They're doing well. But as you guys see on the screen, some other good games. Look out on Wednesday for Tulane and Florida Atlantic. This is the time of the season, ladies and gentlemen, college basketball. Where you know the main teams. You need to get familiar with the mid-major teams, the teams that might be able to actually win a game or two in the tournaments. The Yales. Remember when Yale beat somebody a couple years ago in the tournament? So gotta get familiar with that. Ladies and gentlemen, should be a great college basketball week. Watch out for the undefeated Miami of Ohio Redhawks, and like I said, Nebraska Cornhuskers, man. Definitely unique to see those two teams undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you guys for watching episode 68, the best sports show out, Highly Opinionated. For the best editor, the best producer, the best guy here on the show, Ross. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say special thanks to my co-host right there, this brother. You guys watched this episode. Brother did an amazing job on the interview. Tim, amazing job, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you. I am merely Josh. Enjoy the national championship. Enjoy conference championship. Enjoy the national championship in college. Enjoy the NFL conference championship. Enjoy the college basketball, the NBA. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to be right back here next week to recap it all for you. We out.
Appreciate you.